Hi, Bero. This is the last film that we are going to talk about in your competition 2017, and it's the only female filmmaker this year, Hagar Ben Asher from Israel. Her film is The Burglar.
Yes, first of all, what a shame that's already come to the end, isn't it? I'm really looking forward. Let's start over and do all the films again and see them again. Hagar's film, I think, is very powerful and extremely well acted, and it leaves you gut-wrenched because it's so real and painful to see, yet it's so warm and romantic at the other side, and somehow it catches something that cinema's for, because it makes me feel what it feels like to be a girl growing up.
Yeah, a teenage girl. It's a coming of age story, and probably also a new voice coming from Israeli cinema.
She has guts. She dares to do other stuff, and that it's a coming of age film, I think it's like a cliche to use almost for the way that she investigates darker sides of becoming an adult, darker sides of being adventurous, of becoming an outlaw almost in today's society, and thus finding your own self. That's really well done.
Looking forward to its premiere. Thank you so much for all these introductions this
fun,
year.
no?
Yes. See you next year.
See you next year, Ludmila.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.
אמא?
Good morning. Hagar Ben Asher, you are the director of the film The Burglar. Congratulations for the competition in Tiger Award competition in Rotterdam. Actually, you are the only woman, which makes it even special. We were very happy. Not only with you as a female filmmaker, but with your film, beautiful film. Your first film, The Slut, has been premiered in Critics Week in 2011, where you also had played a main character.
Yeah.
This is your second film, and while I was reading about you, I read that actually you started the project in 2012,
Yes.
and you were supposed to finish it 2014. What was it that is the delayed? So is it production problems or something?
Money.
Money.
It's
Really?
always money.
Even for such a beautiful project?
Thank you. Yes, I think it's never a clear answer, because sometimes you feel the script is not ready, and then it's hard to get finances. And then we got financed rather quickly, but we felt that it's not enough if I wanted everything to be according to what I want. So we had to wait for more applications, and then it took more time to fund it. Yeah,
What a pity.
unfortunately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe fortunately, maybe you had the time to grow with the script and with everything. You had more time to work on it.
I think that not this time, no. I think it should have been, I mean, there's obviously you never know, but there's a moment when there was a moment when I felt I was ready, and we were not financed enough, and then it was a bit like dragging a sick leg.
Then when you feel that the material is ready to go, I
Yes.
understand.
Yes.
But I'm surprised, because I know that Israeli Film Fund is supporting young filmmakers very much.
They supported immediately. I mean, we got the funding at the first application we did, and then it took more time abroad.
Ah, yes, because this is a cooperation with Germany
And France.
And France.
Yes. And the Israeli Film Fund, eventually it's not enough to make a
Yes.
film. You must get.
Nowadays, many projects are multi-countries.
Yeah,
like 3,
we have
4.
no choice.
Okay, so the story of your film, The Burglar, is about the teenage girl Yali, wonderfully played by Lihi Kodnovs.
Yeah.
She's just fantastic. I
Amazing.
would like to talk about her
Okay.
later on.
Me too.
But but for me at the same time, even though we follow this teenage girl, but for me at the same time it was about a relationship mother-daughter. Can you tell us more about this?
So basically, the film starts with the girl discovering that her mother left. And in many ways, the fact that her mother left her is the thing that identifies her to herself and to the world. And she's lonely and she's alone.
Yes.
And I think that as opposed to what one would have been expecting her to do, she actually grows from this.
Yes, actually.
And it's not that she crumbles in her house and feels sorry for herself. So she realizes that she needs to survive. And for me, in many ways, the film is about that even if you're an abandoned child, and even if you're a child on your own, you can make it beneficial.
That's true, yes. She's growing up emotionally, and she's discovering the world and trying to survive, earning money. Does she come from a special milieu, social or something? Because I heard her father, the parents are divorced, but she's visiting her father. I heard some Russian in it.
Yes. She lives in Arad. Arad is a very, very special place, actually. It was built around in the 60s in the desert, because there was a movement trying to revive the desert and make it a place that people can live in. So it's it never happened, and it never managed to revive the desert. And in many ways, it's now everybody lives there. I mean,
is it immigrants or poor
more,
people?
yes, it's more poor people, immigrants, Orthodox.
A real mixture.
It's a real mixture of
interesting
people,
why,
poor people.
So why did you decide to set the story there?
Because I think it has a contradiction in itself, because I think it's at one hand a poor place, and it doesn't have an identity like my character, and at the same time it's beautiful. It's on the desert, and the desert is mesmerizing, and so somehow I felt it reacts well with my character.
Yes, it did. It was very nice. Yaeli is also, one of her works is she's working in the zoo. And what we really appreciated and loved this fantasy of hers with the leopard. Cheetah, is it?
It's a cheetah.
Very nice. So, obvious questions, two obvious.
Okay.
One is, was the cheetah as a character there from the beginning, or they just somehow developed?
No. She was there. She was there.
Sometimes it's even like her alter ego.
It is.
It's very nice. Very nice place. Yeah.
It is. I mean, the zoo itself is.
Just also in this place, in this desert?
It's further more south. It's very close to Eilat, and it's like an open air zoo. I mean, there are a few cages, as you saw, but there's also a very, very big landscape filled with desert animals, and you can go there with your car.
Wow.
And when I was a child, I had a family living nearby, and this was my biggest fantasy, to go to see the animals in the open air zoo.
Okay.
And that's what films are for, you
Yes.
know.
Nice. So how was it to work with this cheetah? Because sometimes
The cheetah that was challenging.
yeah.
It's a very strange animal, really, because in one hand it's like a kitten, a big kitten who just wants to be loved and just to pet him, and on the other hand he's a wild beast, and his trainers are very, very careful. So on one hand it was very disappointing because many things I wanted to do I couldn't. Such as I wanted to Lihi, the actress, and the cheetah to have great intimacy between them, and there are very strange rules, such as you can't be on eye level with the cheetah, and you can't come from here, and you can't come from there, and you can't do this, and you can't do this. So there were many compromises during the process, but at the same time, it's great because it's so photogenic, and he was very charismatic.
Very good. It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
And you come with very unexpected moments with this cheetah coming into her life, so it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So please tell us about the main actress, because I think you casted her beautifully.
Thank you.
Did a very good job. And did you discover her, or did you know her for a longer time?
I did not know her. She was doing like kids TV series. She's very young. And it was a very interesting process because I was looking for a long, long time and seeing many kinds of girls and adopting the script and thinking of many possible directions. And then she came, and it was like in the movies, you know. I fell in love with her at the first moment. She came to the first audition after she broke up with her boyfriend. So
good moment.
Good
for
moment,
creation,
exactly.
yeah.
So she was angry and depressed, and she didn't want to do what I told her. Yes, she was with this attitude, and I liked that immediately. And she's my love, really. I love her dearly. We're still very much.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So there is a possibility she will be in your new next projects as well?
And unfortunately not, because it's shot in Poland.
Okay.
But I directed a theater play, and she was the lead actress.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. She's really, I think she's brilliant, and I love her, really.
Nice. And what about the other actors?
Ronald was somebody I really wanted. I knew I wanted him when I saw Barbara, and I wanted him. That was clear to me in the moment I saw him in that film, and luckily he liked the script and he said yes, and that was really obvious. And the other actors, many of them are actors that I really adore in Israel, and some of them acted in The Slut, and some are new ones.
Okay.
Yes, and the mother, Sandy, she's one of the I don't know, most famous, well-known models in Israel.
Models?
Yeah, she's
Really?
a model.
Never acted before?
No, she did,
She did.
and she's a good actress. And,
She is good. Yes.
she's good, but she's one of the most well-known models.
What about those scenes that Yaeli goes to some resort, and who are these old people that for those people who don't know Israel?
The Dead Sea, yes.
Yeah, the Dead Sea is, isn't it?
The Dead Sea is really a remarkable place. So it's the Sea of Salt. It's the lowest place.
Yes,
on
yes,
Earth.
yes. But so sick people from all over the world
From all over the
there,
world come.
and
Because
young people can earn money putting this mud on them?
It's a little adaptation
Okay.
I made for the script.
Good.
But there are many young kids from the area working in the hotels because that's the major income possible for young people. I don't know if that specific job actually. Yes, I assume it does though.
Yes.
And if not, now is a good time.
Yes. You created it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the nicest moment while you were shooting the film? The memorable moments?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe it has to do with I mean, there's the cheetah and there's Ronald. And Lihi and Ronald, I mean, their interaction.
They did so well.
It was the first time that that Lihi, as being young as she was, had to act in a sex scene, and
I was wondering about it. Was it difficult?
It was very difficult to her until I got them both drunk, and then and then it went okay.
Yes. When you were shooting this caretakers or whatever, who are they were always around and.
What, her trainers?
Yes, trainers.
Yes, they were very anxious.
Oh, really?
Very anxious.
Because they know her, they must know her.
Yeah, it was a him. It was a cheetah boy.
Oh, even worse.
Yes, it was a cheetah boy.
More dangerous.
Yes, and they were very, very scared that he would become
you were not
an animal. No, I don't fear animals. Never. I don't know why. It's a problem I have. I mean, I could meet a crocodile and give him a kiss.
Say hello.
Yeah, it's a problem I have. But
what you said, he looks like a nice big cat that you would kiss.
No, it is. I mean, my first instinct, and that's what I did. I saw him and I came and hugged him and hugged him. Yes, wow. Because it was an instinct and I couldn't resist it. And
so he accepted that because he felt you're special.
I'm not afraid.